Practice community.
So I want to invite you to just come into a comfortable shape. And you can come to cross-legged. Oh, you can't hear me. Can other people hear me? Okay. I don't know. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Okay, so let's come into a comfortable cross-legged shape. And we're gonna get some music going in a moment, but right now I just wanna invite you to tap into stillness and tap into silence. Just notice what you're walking into this practice with this morning. What are you carrying? Whether it's heavy, whether it's light, whether it's something that you want to let go of. Maybe this is the first thing you've done today, come to this yoga class and you're feeling perfectly fine. Just notice how you're doing energetically, spiritually, mentally. Just check that in. And then set an intention for what you want to get out of today's practice. For myself, I want to just develop a sense of gratitude. Gratitude for how far I've come, and even on the days that feel like setbacks, there's still comebacks. Growth and moving forward. So just cultivate a little bit of gratitude for maybe your journey or certain things that you have as part of your practice, your life. Healthy body, whatever it is. Now let's take a big inhale. We're going to lift our arms up towards the sky and just warm up our spine a little bit. So interlace the palms, press them up towards the sky, and then reach over to the right. Good. Come all the way up and then reach over to the left. Good. Lift all the way up and then just pivot so you land your left palm, land your right palm behind you, gaze over the right shoulder. And then lift the arms all the way up. And then we're going to twist the opposite way. And then lift both arms all the way up, big breath in. Nice, take your palms into your heart center and then just land the hands on the knees and we'll do some circles with the body. These are called Sufi grinds. And this always reminds me of Matt, who was in my first yoga teacher training group, and I thought he called them soupy grinds. I thought he made up this name Sufi grinds. And then he taught me something, which is that it's called Sufi grinds, and that's actually a thing that he didn't make up. Let's do it the other way. Just had a call with my business coach right before this class, and she's been working with me since the Mindful Life practice started in 2020. She actually used to be a member, did the pandemic yoga challenge with us. Let's come all the way through center. And then we're gonna come onto our Bottom, just balance on our hip bones, lift the legs up, lift the arms up, and then do a few crunches, okay? So we're gonna lower down. It's not a crunch, it's like a half boat float, and then lift all the way up. Let your navel engage. Do this a few times. One of the things that she always asks me is like, what's giving you energy right now and what's depleting you right now? And I wonder if you could think about what are some of the things that give you energy in your life? What are some of the things that deplete you in your life right now? Good, just do one more. Hover back for 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Come all the way down. Interlace the palms behind the skull. Lift up. Tap your left elbow to your right knee. Hold here. And then go the opposite way. Right elbow, left knee, hold here. Good work, team. And now what we're going to do is go opposite elbow, opposite knee. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2. Amazing. Last one. Lower all the way down. Bring your knees into your chest. Give your body a soft and sweet little hug. Hang out there for a few breaths. I'm going to turn my air conditioning on. And you know what? I'm going to move this plant. This plant just like whacks into my head while I teach yoga, and I'm done with it. Okay, on your back, take your palms onto the backs of the thighs. What I'm going to invite you to do is rock the length of the spine. And if it's comfortable for you, you're going to rock all the way up onto the feet, lift up into a chair. See your toes poking out from in front of your knees. Settle your gaze. Get uncomfortable. Know that with discomfort comes growth. It's okay to feel uncomfortable. Lift all the way up. Lift your arms up. Take your palms into heart center. Amazing. Take a big inhale. Lift your arms up. Look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, arms up. And then exhale your palms in heart center. Just do 2 more of these, flowing with your own breath. And after the 3rd round, you're going to land the palms, step all the way back, find your down dog. Feels so good to move my body. I missed my exercise class for the last 2 days in a row. I taught yoga yesterday, but I usually either do a spin class or a power yoga as a student as well. I missed it yesterday because I went to this women's writing workshop, and I missed it today because I had a client. And it's amazing how you just feel when your body hasn't moved, even in 48 hours. You're like, ugh. Okay, let's come all the way forward into your plank. And then shift up and back, down dog. Just do 3 more. Two more.
Good, last one. Come all the way forward into your plank. Nice, and then land the knees. Slowly lower, elbows drawing back. Hips off the sides of the mat, elbows pointing up. And then move with the breath. So I want to tell you why this gratitude theme came to me today. The reason why is because Bali is the first place I've lived in my entire life where I don't have a washing machine. Actually, that's a lie. In residence, I didn't have a washing machine when I was in school to be a student, but there was one in the basement of the building. Let's do 3 more. Two more. Last one. Take the palms underneath the shoulders, lift up to a table. Come up to your down dog. Take your right leg up towards the sky and just stay here. So anyway, I only have 7 yoga outfits, less sports bras. So when I run out of clean clothes, it's usually within a week, so I have to do my laundry every week. And today, it took more than 48 hours for my laundry to come back, and so I didn't have clean clothes for 24 hours. I was just wearing this like pajama onesie everywhere I went, which Bali, by the way, is like the best place to do that. Literally no one even cared that I was wearing a pajama suit everywhere. Let's draw the knee and come into a core plank. And then step your right foot between your palms, lift the arms up. But anyway, I just was so happy and grateful when my laundry came back today. Like, I just can't stop thinking about how nice it feels to wear clean clothes. And sometimes I think in our modern world, we forget these like simple things. Take one more inhale. Exhale your palms forward, frame the foot. Step your right foot back, come into a plank. And then move through a vinyasa flow. Lower down. Lift your heart up. Come all the way back to your down dog. Step the feet in, opposite side. Lift your left leg up. Stay for a few breaths. And then draw your knee in. Step your left foot between your palms. Lift your arms up. Good. Come into your crescent lunge. And then come all the way forward, plant the palms. Step the left foot back, find your plank. And then move through a vinyasa flow, lowering down. Lifting up the heart. Shifting back to your down dog. Okay, that's our simple flow. See if you can take between 3 to 5 breaths in each pose. Do it again 2 more times at your own pace. It's okay if you speed up. It's okay if you slow down. It's okay if you skip the whole thing. We'll meet in child's pose at the end.
And then eventually you're going to come all the way into child's pose, no rush. Take your time. If you're still journeying through those flows, go for it. So my cousin has been visiting Bali for the past 2 months. She left today. She's 18. She just graduated from high school. And it was a lot more responsibility than I understood it would be when I agreed to her mom that she could stay here. But it gave me an appreciation for the journey I've been on and where I've gotten to today, because her journey has not been easy, as a lot of people have a lot of challenges in their lives. You think of the mountains you've overcome to get to the point in your life, and you see a young person still climbing those mountains, and it definitely gives you a sense of gratitude or appreciation for being closer to the top a little bit. Look back on the hills and valleys with a bit of clarity, a bit of perspective. Let's lift up to a tabletop and then come all the way back to your down dog. Nice. Lift your right leg up towards the sky, and then bend through the right knee and stack the hips. And if you want to circle out through the hip, go for it. And then eventually you might come all the way forward, flip your dog, land the toes, open your heart. Land the right palm, lift the right leg all the way up. Draw the knee in, step the foot between the palms. Lift the arms all the way up, come to your crescent lunge. Nice, open up to a warrior two. Feel your roots growing into the earth, like the lyrics of this song. Got my roots down deep. And then let's move with the breath. Reversing the warrior, coming forward with the right elbow onto the right thigh. There's also a sense of gratitude that my cousin has finally left Bali, as lovely as it was to have someone visiting you for 2 months. I think everyone here can appreciate how important your space and your schedule and your time is for your own well-being. Let's do one more. And then land the right elbow onto the right thigh. Now perhaps you reach your right palm onto the earth. Maybe you thread the right arm around, come into a bind if that's part of your journey. And then press through both feet, lift all the way up. Lengthen the right leg. Good, reach your right arm forward. Clock your right arm alongside your right calf, lift the left arm up. This is your Utthita Trikonasana, your triangle. Lovely. And now let's shift weight onto the right foot, right fingertips. Come into balance. Lift your left leg up. Maybe you kick your left foot back, come into a quad stretch. And then just release your left foot. Step your left foot all the way back. Lengthen your right leg, turn all 10 toes inwards. Interlace your palms behind your sacrum, lift through your heart. Come all the way forward. Let your head dangle. Let your blood flow to the brain. And then press through both feet, lift all the way up to stand. Nice. Take your palms onto your hips, pivot your left toes to the back of the mat, lift off of the back heel. Now you're in your crescent lunge, and we're gonna bend our right knee and then lift it up. Just do a few more like this. Good, one more. Start to shift weight onto the left foot. Extend your right leg behind you. Come all the way up to stand. Interlace your palms around your right shin. Maybe you hook your fingertips around your right big toe and extend your right leg. See how that feels. Perhaps you open your right foot to the right. Lengthen your left arm up. Maybe you take your foot through center. Grab hold of the outer edge of the right foot with your left palm. Reach your right arm back. And then come to just release the foot. Step your right foot across your left, ankles cross. Lift your arms up. Hinge the body all the way forward. And then just gently roll all the way up. Nice. Lift onto your tippy toes. Do a little swivel. Balancing here. Perhaps your hands anchor together in your heart center. Wobble, wobble. And then land your heels. Take a big step forward with your left foot. Turn your left toes to the front of the mat. Bend through the left knee. Warrior two. You've made it home. Let's inhale, reverse the warrior. And then windmill the palms to the mat. Frame the foot. Nice, good. Land your right knee onto the back of the mat. Lift your left arm up. Send your left palm back onto the sacrum. Maybe you kick the foot back. Take a little quad stretch. See how that feels. Ooh, my quads are tight. Good, release your right foot, take your left palm forward, walk your fingertips back. This is Ardha Hanumanasana. Awesome, come all the way forward now. Tuck your right toes, lift your right knee. Take your left foot a little bit wider than your hands. Step your right foot forward, come down into a squat. This is your yogi squat. Amazing. Option one, you stay here. Option two, you land your palms, lift your bottom up. Shift weight onto the palms. Lift the toes. Coming into your Bakasana, your crow. Amazing, balancing there. Knowing that it is okay if you fall. Beautiful, you got it. Amazing work, team. Hop or step the feet all the way back to a plank. Move through a vinyasa flow. How has your life evolved in the past year? So the pandemic restrictions lifted in Bali in March. Had my first Bali yoga retreat in May. Mexico yoga retreat. It's just amazing to think that, a year ago we were in lockdown. What stories we have from that journey. I even would describe it as like a form of trauma for many of us, being separated from our family and friends. How has your life been settling into the new normal? Are there parts of the old normal that you're grieving? From your down dog, let's take our left leg up. Bend through the left knee, circle through the hip. And then eventually you might flip your dog, coming all the way forward, landing your left toes. Opening through your heart. Good. Land your left palm. Lift your left leg up. Draw the knee in, step the foot between the palms. Lift all the way up and open to a warrior two. And then move with your breath. Inhale, reverse. Exhale your elbow onto your thigh. Do a few more like this. When your elbow lands on the thigh, decide what you want to do. Press through the feet, lift up. Lengthen the left leg. Reach the left arm forward. Clock your left arm alongside your left calf. Lift the right arm up. Utthita Trikonasana. And then shift weight onto your left foot, left fingertips. This is your Ardha Chandrasana, your half moon. If you want to kick your foot back, come into your quad stretch, go for it. Release your right foot and your right hand. And then just step all the way back, interlace the palms behind your back body, lead with the heart, and then come all the way forward. And then let's press through both feet, lift all the way up. Take your palms onto your hips. Turn your right toes to the back of the mat. Lift off of your back heel. Come into your lunge. And then we're going to hover the back knee and lengthen it up. Do a few more like this. 3 more. Good, 2 more. Last one. And then shift weight onto the right foot. Extend your left leg behind you. Balancing here for 3, 2, and then 1. Come all the way up. Interlace the palms on front of the shin. Perhaps you hook the fingertips. Extend the left leg long. See how that feels. I have not done this movement in so long. My body feels so tight. Now maybe you open your left foot to the left. Open your right arm. Perhaps you take it back. Grab hold of the outer edge of the left foot. Sweep your left arm back. 3, 2. And then on 1, bring your left ankle to cross in front of the right. Lift your arms up. Come all the way forward. And then come and roll all the way up. Lift onto your tippy toes. Do a little swivel, tippy toe lingering for 3. Hands together, 2. Good, and 1, land your heels. Take a big step forward with your right foot. Turn your toes to the front of the mat. Bend through the right knee. Reach your right arm forward, left arm back. Good. Take an inhale, reverse the warrior. And then windmill the palms to the mat, frame the foot. Good, land your back knee. Sweep your right arm up. Perhaps you kick the foot back. Take a quad stretch. And then release your left foot. Take your right palm forward. Walk your fingertips back. Lengthen over the right leg. Hang out there for a few breaths. And then walk your hands all the way forward. Step back and move through a flow. Eventually coming all the way back to our down dog. Amazing. And then from the down dog, you're going to land the knees onto the mat. Lift all the way up. Take the palms onto the sacrum. Shift the hips forward. Now maybe you reach the palms down towards the ankles. Keep your chin tucked. Staying in your camel pose for 1 more breath. And then lift all the way up. Sit your hips back on your heels. Rest the palms on the thighs. So part of our practice is mindfulness and its extension beyond our mat. And I'm not feeling so well tonight. And so part of this mindfulness practice is looking inwards and reflecting and thinking about what were the actions I took in the 24 hours or 48 hours that might be making me feel not so well. Did I get 8 hours of sleep? Did I drink enough water? Did I eat the food that I need to eat to keep my body well? Did I make it to my yoga class? Right? All of these things add up to create our experience in the moment. And part of our mindfulness practice is leaning inwards and thinking, okay, what are the things that I can add and subtract to make tomorrow a little bit better? Being here at yoga is a great first step. Let's come all the way forward onto the palms. Nice. And then we're going to take our right knee in, lay the right shin across the width of the mat and snuggle the left knee back. This is your pigeon. Come all the way forward.
Rest the elbows. And then eventually just come all the way up. Coming onto the hands. Good, coming all the way back to your table. And then going the other way. So laying your left shin across the width of the mat. Snuggling the knee back. Coming all the way forward. And then just come all the way up. So you're going to roll onto your left hip. Send your left hip around. Draw your right knee in. Good. Come into a cross-legged shape. And just drop your right earlobe down towards your right shoulder. Maybe you drape the arm around the side of the skull. And just take your right head all the way up through center. And then take it the opposite way. Drop your left earlobe down towards your left shoulder. Drape the arm around the side of the skull. I've had a sore neck for like literally weeks. I don't know what's going on. It's amazing how our yoga practice gives us that opportunity to lean inwards and sense what's going on. Slant the palm, lift the head all the way up. Good. And then just grab hold of your yoga block or book if you have a book. And we're just going to take that block or book, rest it underneath the shoulders, let the back of the head rest on the mat.
And then I'm going to invite you to just come all the way up and roll over your bottom. And just release all the way back into your Shavasana. So coming all the way onto the spine. Let your legs be extended. Let your heels be grounded. Let the toes droop away. Rest through the back of the head. And just know in this Shavasana that you can totally release the weight that you've been carrying. Whatever things have not been let go of, see if you can ease off on them a little bit. Know that I'm going to bring you back when the time is up. I wanna be free, so free, like a feather blowing through the breeze, like a bird in a tree, like a dolphin in the sea. I wanna fly high, so high, like an eagle in the sky. And when my time has come, I will let it all go aside. Pachamama, coming home to the place where I belong. Pachamama, coming home to the place where I belong. Pachamama, coming home to the place where I belong. Pachamama, coming home to the place where I belong. Give your hands and toes a little wake up wiggle. Take a nice long stretch from your fingers all the way through your toes. Take the knees into the chest, give the body a nice little hug. And then just slowly make your way up to this seated shape with the palms at the heart center. And every day, the world will drag you by the hand, yelling, "This is important, and this is important. You need to worry about this and this." And each day, it's up to you to yank your head back, put your hand on your heart, and say, "No, this is what's important." So we'll finish our practice together with an Om sound, and we're going to breathe in and breathe out, and breathe in to make the Om. So take a big breath in, big breath out. Big breath in. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for being here, for sharing space, for sharing the practice. I'm very grateful for each one of you. The light in me, it sees and it honors the light in you. Thank you. Thank you.